think the continent is a place where, if you can have a good foundation, if you learn the place, it's easy to find partners to partner with you to do really big things. People are saying that Africa is the future. I find Africa to be right now.
It's right now, absolutely.
Right now. It's not even the future. It's right now.
Yeah.
I still move with no fear, you know what I mean? I think you have to be like that. Just move. If you have an idea, it's better off you at least try it. And you know what I'm saying? People say you may lose or fail. There's never any failing or losing. You learn something, right? The person that doesn't try something doesn't even have a chance. But the person that tries something, at the least they've learned something. A lot of us that's coming from urban areas, we have that curiosity already. We have a level of fearlessness. So, me coming from Brooklyn, New York, also living in Miami, have no fear. I want to be able to, venture out, see what's going on, listen, learn, don't think you know everything, but keep your streetwise hat on. And then from there, everything should work out good.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. So this is me cosplaying as a morning person. As always, I had to take a couple chochos down to get to this on-set studios. It's looking beautiful, man. He's got the podcast set up. He's got the place to shoot TV episodes, shooting movies in this mug. And then, of course, we have the illustrious studio still being worked on, but it's looking awesome. We got the verses in the booth coming soon. You already know the vibes. He's got a kitchen in here with a guest room. It's it's looking incredible, man. Anyways, the space is really coming together. It's beautiful to see what it started at compared to where it is now. And go check it out, man. All of the homies' links is in the bio. So, go and patronize the business. Go and see the space for yourself. And enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.
We are here with the legendary Gusto, the great Cashew Daddy. Okay. And I just wanted to have a conversation because, he's working on a really special studio that's here on the side of town. And it's just watching it from the things he's been seeing me and the things he's been showing me, sending it to me, even months ago, to see what it's built up to now. And it's wow, I get so inspired every time I see it. And to come here for the first time and see it for myself, I feel like it's just so inspiring. I love seeing it. So, bro, without further ado, it's always good to see you, bro.
K Vaughn in the building.
It's always good to see you, bro.
Yeah, man, long time coming.
Absolutely. So,
welcome to On-Set Studios.
Man,
you know what I mean?
On-Set, bro. So, first of all, the first question I have for you is, where did that name come from? Where did On-Set Studios come from?
On-Set Studios. So, we wanted to build something that was a set, you know what I mean? Because we have a lot of camera equipment. The goal was to be able to have a film studio, and we're into music. So, that evolved into, kind of full service. Not only film, podcast sets and things like that, but also music. So, On-Set Studios, we brainstormed on a couple of things. I think we had maybe 10 different names that we were trying to choose from. Then we narrowed it down to maybe about 2 or 3.
Okay.
And On-Set was the one that stuck with it. So On-Set was the name, and that's the name of the studio. Okay. So On-Set Studios, so not only are we doing podcast sets, movie sets, because this is our one facility. We have another facility, but we also have a commercial kitchen that I do a lot of the Cashew Daddy manufacturing. And we also do film.
By the way, if y'all don't know already, you're going to know him for the studio, but you also, if you don't know, Cashew Daddy is a not just countrywide, but African business here that he manufactures everything, all shipped out of Ghana. All the natural born and raised in Ghana, the cashews are made here. And they're wonderful. Anytime I'm in a store, I see cashews being sold, I don't buy none of them because I got the homie that's selling them right here to me directly.
I like that.
So it's and you already know how fire they are. If you haven't had cashews from Cashew Daddy himself, then what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, not only that, they're really great cashews. We dubbed it as the best cashews in the world because our process is a lot different than other people that's producing cashews. But we're a brand that stands for something. Our slogan is eat with purpose, live with purpose, and that's how I live my life. So we brought that to the brand, and anybody that hasn't tried our Cashew Daddies cashews, I would say check us out, www.thecashew.daddybrand.com. And yeah, you know, I'm just living with purpose here on the motherland. You know, Ghana is home now for me. I'm a citizen. You know what I mean? I became a citizen last year here in Ghana. So I'm happy to be, you know what I'm saying, adding value to the farmers that I work with that produce cashews. And yeah, you know, we're just looking to be able to, you know, build and not destroy and do really dope things on the continent. You know, we're adding value not only to the farmers, but to the economy, you know, doing things here, paying taxes, hiring people. So we feel really good about, you know, what we're doing here in the motherland.
For sure. So the link also is going to be in the description if you want to hit the website for it. You get yourself some of the best cashews in the world, like the best cashews in the world.
That's
like,
right.
Stop sleeping. So you have the manufacturing coming in the kitchen for here in the
That's
studio.
right.
So you got, but this is not just for that. That's also, you got the podcast, you got y'all want to shoot movies here.
Yes.
You got the studio.
Yes.
So it's like, you wanted to create something that is just a whole creative hub, not just for one thing.
So the idea behind it was to be able to create, you know, a media hub, not only for like podcasts, but filming, right? So we have some really good projects in the workings that we'll be doing with film, right? So it was important for us to have a facility that would allow us to be able to do that. And we feel really great about, you know, what we have going on. You know, a lot has been invested into this compound here. So basically we have a compound here. We've turned, you know, the living room area into, you know, a set. We have a media room. We also have a guest room, you know, for people that's looking to record and do certain things. So it can be dubbed as like a fitting room, and also like a room for people to, you know, relax and do overnights if they're doing recording. So we have a recording room with a lot of state-of-the-art equipment in regards to recording and actually mixing.
For sure.
So yeah, we feel good about that, and also the commercial kitchen. So people that are doing cooking shows, you know, we have some cooking shows on our list of projects. But yeah, so people that are looking to do, you know, are creatives, you know what I mean? Whether it's cooking, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, podcasting, we have that. And this is only one of our facilities. We also have a live audience facility that's right outside of here. Okay. So with that, people, it has stadium seating inside. So it fits basically about 20, almost 30 people.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's a live audience facility. So that's another part of us. So we're actually building that out right now. But yeah, you know, we just wanted to be able to affect real, you know what I'm saying, impact in Ghana with what we're doing. So, you know, we started Versus Music, as people would see, in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? We started as a record label, and then we moved into publishing. So we do a lot of publishing with that. So we just wanted to be able to come to the continent and really affect a lot of, you know, change in regards to, you know, aesthetics. Right. And also embrace the culture, right? Not just bring, you know, America here, but, you know, the aesthetics, I think, is something that can be very important. Yeah, can be appreciated. Yeah. But, you know, we want to embrace the culture here because things are done a lot differently than they're done in the States, and we want to embrace that, right? And we want to be able to show that also. So yeah, those are some of the things that you know, motivated us to be able to, you know, get to this point.
And so there's so much you said there, but like speaking specifically about the aesthetic, I think about myself and like the type of music that I make and how, you know, it's not necessarily, let's say, Ghana style music, but the soul of Ghana is in my music everywhere, and the way that I, the rhythms and just the way that I produce. Also, just visually, like when you're saying the video, if y'all haven't seen my 98 music video, then go check it out. But like he's in the video, and it's like you see Ghana representation all over the video. Like the aesthetic is extremely important. That's something that I take very seriously, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Ghana. Like this is like quite literally the motherland. So it's like I want to be able to, you know, show that aesthetic off. And I feel like you're also doing that in an amazing way. So I wanted to ask too, with the Versus Music, also shout out to Meta Music as well, another collective here that is doing distribution and everything like that. So, but did you always know for yourself that you were going to be building something like this, or did it kind of come along the way
Yeah, so, we were making music here from 2019 before we even stepped on the continent, right? So when the time was right, so basically, I ended up getting a show for artists here. So when I came here in 2020, we were making music already, but we didn't have a facility, right? So we were using other people's studios, having to pay for that,
Right.
having to pay for those situations, excuse me. So it was a natural progression to get here, but everything is divine timing. That's what I try to say. If I was probably gonna do this when I first came here, not knowing the landscape, not understanding the culture, not knowing how things run, then it probably would have been a harder ride. Maybe I wouldn't even be still doing this. But now that we've been here, I've been on the continent for 6 years now. I think I have more of a feel. So yeah, the goal was to be able to, be the best that we can be, right? In regards to what we're doing with music. But it evolved, right? I didn't start Cashew Daddy. When I first came here, I was dealing with music. And Cashew Daddy was just a way for me to find a way to stay here, right? So, when you're on the continent, you want to find a way to make money.
Yeah.
And that's what it was for me. So I got into a couple of things. I had gold concessions that I was dealing with. A lot of people know about that. Don't hit me up for the gold, even though, I'm working with some people's that's doing some really dope things. Shout out to Beyond Investments, my man Dre, has a gold collective going on. But yeah, for the most part, I was here trying to kind of figure out how to stick around because remember, we didn't have a studio per se, right? So yeah, it was like
trying to figure out
how do I stick around here, right? Because if not, you got to go back home to make some money and then kind of come back. But yeah, man, God is good. Just being a hustler that I am, and I'm not scared to venture out to places. That's what I did. Even like with the gold, I was in the jungle, as people would say, in the bush. Yeah. But yeah, same thing with the cashews. I ventured out to where it was at, right? Cashew country. Made some really good relationships. My processor that takes it out the shell is my partner to this day since 2021, right? 2022. Okay. So, we've been in partnership and, that's my guy, you know what I mean? So I'm adding value to what they're doing there and they're helping me to being able to, continue to source my cashews here in Ghana. So, yeah, Cashew Daddy has been life-changing for me. And, I would tell anybody, get into manufacturing here in Ghana. I don't care what kind of processing it is, what kind of, product. You need a product, right? I'm not saying you have to do that, but it's something that helped me to be able to stay here and make good money, right? So, we have the studio, right, that, I was able to invest in. Also, we own land here also, right? So we bought some land, and for me, I think the continent is a place where, if you can have a good foundation, and if you learn the place, it's easy to find partners to partner with you to do really big things. People were saying that Africa is the future. I find Africa to be right now.
It's right now, absolutely.
Right now. It's not even the future. It's right now. The opportunities that have presented themselves to me is unmatched. And just thinking about it, like even land that I bought has already appreciated, appreciated thousands of dollars, right? Tens of thousands of dollars already. So we feel good about, being here and the things that, we're doing here, the things that I'm doing here. And I got a really good team, a really good partner, and also, I have, a really good support system with the diaspora that's around me, including yourself.
Yeah, that's love, bro. And I feel like a big theme of a lot of the things you were just talking about is venturing out and kind of stepping out into sometimes into the unknown and not really knowing exactly. So what would you say to anybody who is kind of feeling that way? Like maybe they're afraid to take that leap because, it might be in an unknown space or places where they just don't really know how to navigate.
Yeah, so I think one of the things to, kind of even change if you feel like you're stagnated or whatever it may be, you got to get rid of the fear. Get rid of the fear. Fear, it kills everything that you're going to do, right? So if you can just face it, get right into it, you know what I'm saying? Go right into what the fear is. You're gonna notice that like everything else in life, you have overcome that, right? So that's what, you know, for me, I was just curious. So when I came here, I was just traveling around, just wanting to see different places. Like many people come here, you know what I'm saying? You got your money, you know what I'm saying? And you realizing that things are a lot cheaper. So you're like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going there. And that's what I was doing. But in doing that, opportunities were presenting themselves. So I really took advantage of it. I moved with no fear. I still move with no fear, you know what I mean? I think you have to be like that. And I would say to anybody, just move. If you have an idea, it's better off you at least try it. And you know what I'm saying? People say you may lose or fail. There's never any failing or losing. You learn something, right? The person that doesn't try something doesn't even have a chance. But the person that tries something, at the least they've learned something, right? You know, whether that's not the move to make or how to do it better the next time, right? So that's the thing, you know. I think a lot of us that's coming from urban areas, you know, we have that curiosity already. We have a level of fearlessness. So, you know, me coming from Brooklyn, New York, you know, also living in Miami, it allowed me to, you know what I mean, to, you know, have no fear.
You can't be scared of nothing over there.
Nah,
you can't be scared of nothing.
You can't be scared.
Or if you are, you can't show it that you're scared.
Yeah, you just want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, venture out, you know, see what's going on, listen, learn, you know, don't think you know everything, but keep your streetwise hat on, and then from there, everything should work out good.
Absolutely, and that's a beautiful thing because some of the best things are always on the other side of fear. I wouldn't even say all of the best things are on the other side of fear. Whatever you're scared of, just push through it and watch how your life will change.
Most definitely.
Watch how your life will change. And it's like us as diasporans, I feel like that is what we did. Is like we didn't know what this was gonna look like coming over here, and it's kind of like figuring it out over time, you know. And it's like sometimes you don't have all the answers, but it's like you see it through, and then, you know, now you have multiple businesses, you have multiple streams, and it's you know, you're able to look back at all the things that you've done. So I would like to ask now, what is your next thing that maybe you're not afraid of, but something that is that unknown territory that you would like to step into? So
that's a good question. You know, I was talking with my team, and I think the next thing for me is to venture out into other African countries to be able to establish not only the music, but really Cashew Daddy. Because there's other countries that actually produce cashews also. And being that we have gained a nice market share here in Ghana in regards to distribution of our cashews and people know about it, I think that, you know, there's a natural evolution to be able to take that step into like different markets like Nigeria and South Africa, Mozambique, where it produces cashews also. So these are the places that I'm looking to do some business. If it's anybody from Nigeria, Mozambique, you know, South Africa, that
I know y'all watching,
that, you know, you want to, you know what I mean, let me know some things, or, you know, even partner with me, please hit me up, you know what I mean? We're on Instagram, you know, that's where we do a lot of motion. You know, so it's the official Cashew Daddy, and also
that link will also be in the description. All his links are gonna be below, so
boom,
go check them out, man.
So please do, you know, you hit us up. But that's what it would be, right? The next thing, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, you know, you get that little fear, not saying fear, but you get that anxiety in regards to, you know, if I go there, will I succeed? So I'm not really a person to deal with a lot of fear. It's just about, you know, how to execute this, right? So we're gonna put a plan together on how to execute it, and we're gonna move. Remember, plans are just, that's what they are. It's a plan. You don't even know, you may have to pivot, but for us, that's the next move. That's the next venture.
Boom. Well, hey man, y'all heard it here first. If you are in Nigeria, Mozambique, South Africa, get at him, man. You know, we looking to expand. You know, we looking to build, you know, Africa from the ground up. And it's just like he said, it's like Africa is not the future. Africa is right now. Get over here before it's too late. And it's never too late. If you're still alive, then it's not too late. Get your butt over here. Yeah, man. Again, we got all of his links are going to be in the description below. And yeah, I can't wait to see this place like fully decked out, man. Have all people from all over the world coming here to shoot podcasts, movies, TV episodes, recording in the studio, Airbnb cooking videos, everything. It's gonna be decked out crazy.
Quite a bit.
And it's like, man, like I tell you this off camera, but I'm so immensely proud of you. Even though I'm younger than you, I'm younger than you, but I'm so proud. Like,
I'm proud of you, man. You know, you're doing really dope things right now. You know, I've seen the growth of your music. Incredible. You know, I've been said that to you, you know what I'm saying, gave you my pointers of what it is you need to go in, and you did that, right? And I think that you have a good support system around you. You know, whenever you have a parents that support your music, and I know your mom, that's a good thing. And now you're doing a lot with the video and the content, and I see that, you know, that gives you a lot of joy. So stick with it, bro. Stick with it, you know what I mean? And you're doing good with it. I'm watching what you're doing, and I love it. Thank you so much for, you know what I'm saying, putting me on the map, on your map, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, so people can know more about the Cashew Daddy brand, you know what I'm saying, On-Set Studios. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to you, you know, editing this and checking it out.
Yes, sir, man. So, hey, and then like, comment, share the video, subscribe on the channel. It really helps me out if y'all subscribe. And yeah, man, we gonna catch y'all in the next one. Thanks, y'all. Say bye.
Peace.
Peace, peace.
Yeah, so while we're here, I have to talk about how, you know, it's just Ghana thing. So I was on my way to the homie's place. I was on the way to On-Set Studios, and while I was on the way, he told me that some of the workers around, I guess, hit a main power line the previous day, and so it knocked out the electricity in the entire neighborhood, literally. So we went throughout this whole video without any power, and that's why we had to, you know, kind of filter in other videos, because I really wanted to show you guys the entire studio, but, you know, on site. But what ended up happening is there was no light, so, you know, this is how we do in Ghana. It's like, you know, some things might not happen according to plan, but we gonna get this done. You know, he told me what happened when I was already on my way to see him, and it's not very close to my house, honestly, so I was like, no, trust, we gonna get this video. Trust, we gonna make it shake. Believe that, playboy. So, you know, that's just what we on. You know, we on resiliency, keeping it up, you know, keep pushing, motivation, discipline, inspiration. That's the vibes we coming to you. So, you know, shout out to On-Set Studios, shout out to Cashew Daddy, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Let's get it.
Believe in the process and trust yourself. Never get caught without it if you love yourself. Sometimes you really think it's love, but they just love your help. But if it's something I can do, then I'd love to help. Just wanna make my mama proud, I don't need nothing else. Promise to give it all I got until it's nothing left. I love the struggle, never hide it, don't know nothing else. All the shit we did to shine, we just wanna be.